What's up, everybody? Welcome back to an all-new episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5 for the very first time. My name is Brent. I'm watching Babylon 5. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Crusade for the first time. And you guys are here to join me. Let's hear it. This week, the episode we are watching is titled Racing the Night. This is the 6th one in our order. We know the orders are all messed up. Please don't tell us if you watch it in a different order or something else would make sense. All right. It's not going to change anything at this point, guys. All right. So anyway, here we go. Racing the Night. My prediction from this episode was this is going to be one of those things where they have to like accomplish some sort of goal or something by morning. Otherwise it's all for naught or it all turns to dust or whatever. And then I kind of made the positive. This is like a Day of the Dead type of sequel, something like that. I'm positive that I'm completely wrong about this, but who knows? Maybe I got it right, at least a little bit. Maybe not. We'll find out here in the next few minutes. Hey, listen, while you're here, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. The best thing you can do is share this video with somebody out there that you know that loves the show, or maybe somebody who's trying to figure it out for the first time. Also, if you'd like to get the behind the scenes footage of this particular video, how we make this and how I put this together for YouTube, you can do that by heading over to patreon.com/Babylon5First. Also, you can find other cool things over there like Jeff's video, which is made exclusively for Patreon. You can find links to our Discord. You can hang out with Jeff and I. You can get access to us while we're recording Crusade live. You can get, I don't know, there's all sorts of different things over there. Plus, Jeff and I do try to keep that updated. It's going to be going through some changes here soon, I suspect. All right, with all of that out of the way, let's jump into this episode of Crusade. Is he dead? Oh, it's Gideon. He's not dead.
And it is our firm belief that Captain Gideon is the right man for this job.
His latest involved one of our captains who was justifiably upset after losing everything he owned in a card game.
I feel like we're in like a
to you.
Everything he had
last time on Crusade. Only we missed the last time.
We recognize that Earth will die unless you can find a cure for this terrible virus off-world. But we cannot allow passage through our respective areas of space.
Captain Gideon was chosen personally by President Sheridan to lead this mission.
A Brakiri, a Drazi, and a game all sit around a table. That should be the start of a good joke right there. Okay, so Gideon's dreaming. This is either a flashback or it's just a full-on dream. They're trying to negotiate passage through these guys' space. You know what's kind of interesting to me, it jumps out to me right now, is if you've just watched Crusade, you haven't watched any Babylon 5, you wouldn't recognize any of these aliens. They would just be weird aliens, kind of like they were for us when we first met them in Babylon 5. So, yeah, here we go.
What's the bet?
You say this virus will become active in 5 years. At that point, every man, woman, and child of your world will die, correct? Then we will give you permission to move freely for 4 years. If you cannot find a cure for the virus by then, you will spend the 5th year in orbit around your homeworld.
Why?
As the day of planetary death looms closer, your people will become desperate, frightened, irrational. Many of them will try to escape from Earth. You will stop them by personally shooting down any ship trying to leave.
Ambassador.
We do not want your kind spreading this virus to our world in a blind panic. What will it be, Captain?
Yo, that is oddly an intelligible request. There's no way Gideon ever would or should accept it. But I absolutely get where the Drazi's coming from. Like, he's not wrong. Let's put it that way. Not wrong at all.
A one-of-a-kind prototype, the best ship we've got. Good luck with her, son, because unless we find something...
Is that supposed to be the
defeat
Excalibur?
That damn virus, you and your crew and that ship are the last best hope of Earth.
The last best
Don't
hope.
Screw it up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I hate to keep pausing this. All right, first of all, shout out to the last best hope reference. Also, this is not how Gideon took command of the Excalibur. So is this just a complete and total dream, or is this a memory? Is this something that has to do with how JMS wanted to make the show versus what TNT made him do? Because I know TNT made him do that other episode, Warzone, where they did give him the ship. So maybe that's a retcon of what this was actually supposed to be, how it really went down or something like that. Maybe it's just a dream. I don't know, but I'm interested. I'm in.
So far, so good.
Then I expect trouble at any minute.
You're a pessimist, Captain.
I'm a realist. See you in 20.
That's a bleak outlook on life. Dude, if he opens this up and it's shining, oh my God, there it is. There it is.
Captain's personal journal continues. Our search for a cure to the Drakh plague has brought us to a dead world unlike any we've seen before.
Wait, what?
It's more than just the strange appearance of the buildings. Whoever lived here vanished centuries ago, but the city is still in perfect shape, as if they had Never disappeared.
What is this?
It feels like the city is watching us. But of course, that's not possible.
Wait, there's Eilerson. Is this the pilot that wasn't really a pilot? Is that what this is? Oh, not Eilerson. So I completely feel like I have missed something on this whole thing, and it really probably is viewing order or something of that nature, understanding behind the scenes stuff. Ooh, are we gonna finally get some Tracy Scoggins here? What's he doing on this planet? Like, we don't know anything about this. And that flashback memory dream thing was wild. I feel like I'm watching what was intended to supposed to be the first episode, except this is not the first episode. Like, it made Warzone to be the first episode, or at least the pilot that TNT really wanted. So I don't know. Okay, let's find out what happens.
And another thing, those hieroglyphs Mr. Eilerson found, why are they out in the open like that?
It's a good question.
This place had been similar to the library at Alexandria, a source of knowledge used by various races over the centuries.
No.
This is the...
We would have heard about it by now.
And
why no sign of long-term
episode.
excavations? It doesn't make sense. All we know for sure is that this planet has been deserted for at least 1,000 years.
Could they have been wiped out by the same plague that hit Earth?
Maybe. Obviously something
And where are the
cataclysmic
bodies?
happened here. But if it was a plague, where are all the bodies?
Ha!
There should be some sign of them. It doesn't make sense. Oh, we're having trouble getting into some of the other vaults, so I asked our resident thief and tunnel rat if she could find a way in.
Definitely feels like a pilot, because they're like telling us who each of these people are.
I don't know. When I looked back, she was gone, and there was a Dureena-sized hole in the ground.
You know, I remember our friend Nia. I want to say it was Nia. It might have been somebody else. Forgive me if it was somebody else. But somebody was saying how JMS wanted to actually start the show like in media race, already in the middle of something. So this feels like this could have been that, because they're like, oh, here's our resident thief. Oh, this is a techno mage who does this, and that, and the other.
Get up here.
But I just found...
Can wait. One of the crew's been murdered.
No, Captain, this can't wait. Big glowy light underground. Okay.
Identify.
Unknown, but whatever it is, it's heading your way, and it's definitely not us.
He just happens to know that that's it. Or that's where it's coming from.
Get to the shuttle and take off.
To buy you some time. Now move it.
I feel so lost here right now. Like, if this would have been the pilot episode, I would have probably not liked this as much. I feel like I should be like on the edge of my seat with this chase sequence. Not. The music is whack. I ain't gonna lie. This is just not. Okay, this scene, this needs Beverly Hills Cop, like the Beverly Hills Cop theme. You know what I mean? Like, it needs that scene put to it.
I heard that bit about my only showing up when I'm most needed and least wanted.
Vivisected. Terrible way to die. We have to have our priorities after all.
Did you say...
That's a good word. Vivisected.
Yes, nearly all his internal organs were missing.
Now that is interesting. I've arranged to have the homunculus connection fed into here.
Homunculus?
It's Latin. It means a parallel version of oneself. It's a projection, but with more substance than a hologram.
I've got to start working that word into my everyday speech. Homunculus. Just find ways to use it. Oh, it's his computer avatar.
Any luck, this will draw the attention of whatever is down there.
This guy's going into that thing like Ready Player One.
I hope something dreadful doesn't happen to me.
I like the hairline that they've added into the avatar. That's funny.
Oh, look. Something dreadful.
Oh, the indignity of it! The horror!
My liver. I wondered where that had got to.
Not so fast!
Oh, they're in the city. So they still think they've come in and harvested these fake things, and they think that they're actually still real.
I was afraid of. None of them escaped here either.
Okay, you guys are going to tell me that I'm supposed to recognize any of those ships and know who's in there, and I do not. Just so you know. There could have been Centauri ships in there. There could have been Drazi ships.
What does it mean? What?
There could have been ships from Star Trek in there for all I know. I would not have known.
A graveyard for alien ships.
A gold mine of information.
It's a laboratory, collecting specimens for examination, analysis.
Getting life signs. Faint. Almost not there. But Captain, those are alien life forms. Billions of them.
Oh, we're back in the Matrix.
Some kind of cryonic life support.
Looks like we figured out where everybody went, but why...
Captain, we're getting movement on the surface.
Uh-oh.
Hot. Box 2.
Wait, they didn't have the lights on the inside so we could see their faces.
Fighters report they've hit the target.
What is it?
Gravimetric force is increasing. If we don't shut that thing down, we'll crash and burn in the atmosphere.
Time for a commercial break. Those are definitely Star Furies.
Good. Tell the fighters to... What the hell is that?
We're being scanned. Point of origin, 5 miles beneath the planet's surface. Downloading our data
5
and language
miles.
files.
That's pretty deep.
What's our status?
Squad leader reports that enemy ships have stopped. Picking up a transmission.
Matthew?
Uh-oh.
Get Eilerson up here. We may need a linguist. Captain of the starship Excalibur. Can you understand me?
That uniform does not
I
look
have
good on him.
absorbed your language file. My name is Kulan. I am keeper of this world for this generation.
You attacked my ship, killed members of my crew. Why?
It was necessary. It is the responsibility of each keeper in each generation to run the tests on those who discover our world.
What kind of tests?
It's better if I show you. Touch the recorder.
No.
You watching?
Always. 1,000 years ago, the Dark Ones came for us. They desired to create a base on our world. We
Shadows.
refused.
Shadows!
They decided to punish us. They released a poison into our atmosphere, a virus that infected all our people, a virus that would kill all in 5 years. And then they turned and left as though we were already dead.
Then you encountered the same virus that hit our world.
Yes, that is why I decided to contact you.
But this is 1,000 years later. You must have found some way to beat the plague, to...
No, you never found a cure, did you?
What are you talking about?
The tests, Matthew. Dissecting anyone who comes here. Luring the people of other worlds to study them. You are still looking for a cure.
We had few ships capable of starflight, not enough to look elsewhere for our cure as you were doing. So we went to sleep. It was our hope that one of those who came to our world would have encountered the virus and found a cure, or was naturally immune.
You can't murder someone because it's a convenient form of testing.
These who died are only a fraction of the billions of our people.
If they're going to conduct their tests, there's no reason why we can't share the data. It's not like we're doing it ourselves.
Ah!
Yes.
We've had this...
It's cleaner that way, isn't it?
Yeah. This is a Star Trek
Gideon,
episode.
Wouldn't you
This is a
gladly
Voyager
sacrifice
episode.
a few hundred Narns to save Earth?
Lieutenant, are those enemy ships still within firing range?
Aye, sir.
I want them out of my sky.
Okay.
If we find a cure, we'll bring it here. No charge. And then we'll make sure that you and your people are brought to account for everyone you murdered with your tests.
If you find it, before your own people die.
We will.
You remember us?
I will. As an example of what we should never do ourselves.
There you go.
By the way, I understand the planet we have just left was not on the list of targets provided by the Ranger. How did you come to choose that one?
I have my sources.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm sure you have.
Mm. Now we have a new mystery.
When will you come back?
In the fullness of time. Expect me when you see me.
All right, Gandalf. Oh, my word. Oh, it's the box thingy. Okay. All right. What's going on here? This is the source that told him to go to that particular planet. Ace of Spades. Cards. We were talking about cards earlier in the episode.
The last choice was not a good one.
Things change.
Maybe you're still holding back. So where to next?
Who's in the box, man? Oh, that's the episode. Wait, I don't feel like we actually finished an episode. What was the point of this episode? Like, it's going, okay, here's this thing, here's this person. Like, where's the conclusion to this episode? Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a weird episode, dude. I ain't gonna lie. That's a weird ass episode. Definitely felt like a pilot. That felt like an episode that could have been a pilot picking up a story in media res, right? It's a phrase Jeff actually taught me a long time ago. It just means in process, you know, like you're just kind of cutting in wherever they are. So they're looking for the plague. They're kind of setting out some standards. I do like this. They're setting out standards. Like we're going to do anything we can to find this cure, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to violate conscience. We're not going to violate the dignity and sovereignty of others as they sit. So I do like that. It's a good way to kind of start out, you know, but I just don't feel like this episode ended. Like, it's just like, here's a break. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Here's the thing. If I had seen this as my first episode, I don't know that I would keep watching, you know? I remember watching Warzone going, I'm into this season. I'm in this series. I don't know that I would say the same thing about this episode. Probably better it's not the first show, which, listen, as much as we love and revere JMS, you're watching this, love and revere you. As much as we don't like studio interference, sometimes maybe it's right. Anyway, I don't know. I probably, as much as I know JMS hates us or must hate us for everything that we do, he probably just hates us even more now that I said that. So sorry, JMS. I love you, dude. I really, dude, mad respects. I was defending you hardcore the other day. Anyway, yeah. That's going to do it for this episode of Brent Watches. I don't know what to think about this episode. I really don't. We'll figure it out. Join me on Monday. I'm going to think about this one a little bit. Join me on Monday. Jeff's going to be here, and we're going to talk about this episode and all its fine detail, all its fine points as we dive into that. Like I said, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, check us out on Patreon if you want the full unedited versions of all of these videos, plus a whole lot more. And make sure you check out some of our other friends out there, Mega, Medusa, Gray 17, all those guys out there. So sorry if I didn't mention your show. Yum Yum, you guys just flipped to my head. If I didn't mention your show, I'm so sorry. I love you guys. I really do. And I'm going to get out of here. So until next time, guys, take care.